Eliza. I'll be performing your cranial nerve exam today. So first of all, what I'm going to do is just bring this light into your field of vision. If you could just look straight ahead at me. I'm just going to shine this into your left eye. Good. And I'm bringing it into the right eye. Good. Okay, and I'm just going to switch from your left to your right, your left to your right, and I'm just seeing how your eyes are responding to this light. Okay, that looks excellent. Now I'm just going to have a feel around your face. I'm going to tap over your forehead. You can close your eyes for this, that might be best, just so that I don't accidentally poke an eye out. Okay, I'm going to tap all around, just all around. Good, and I'm going to feel around, just seeing if there's any kind of swelling, any lumps or bumps, checking for any redness, anything like that that looks out of the ordinary. Do you tell me if there's anything that feels painful or tender at all? Okay, good. Okay, excellent. I'm going to come back in with my light. If you could tilt your head up, and I'm going to have a look in your nostrils. Okay, that looks fine. No bats in the cave. Okay, and can you open your mouth wide? I'm going to use this little stick and say ah. Say ah. Ah. Okay, good. That's definitely a mouth. You've got lots of teeth, so that's a great sign. Okay. Now let's have a look at this eye chart that I have over here. So it has some different shapes on it, just in case you can't read. So looking at the first line, can you tell me what this shape is? Good, it's an umbrella. This one, good, it's a house. And this one, it's an apple. Good. And looking at the second line, how many umbrellas can you see in the second line? Good, there is one. And how many apples can you see in this second line? Good, you can see 1 and 2. Okay. And then the third line, how many houses can you see? Good, there is 1 and 2. And how many apples can you see in the third line? Good, there is 1 and 2. Let's try all the way down here at the bottom. See if you can guess what any of these are. What is this one? No, that's an apple. The next one, it's an umbrella. The next one, it's a house. The next one, it's an umbrella. And the final one, that's actually an apple. Okay, not to worry. Let's move on to your hearing for now. So what I'm going to do is open and close this fan like so. And I want you to tell me how many times you can hear it open and close. So this is 1. That's 1. Okay, good. So close your eyes so that you can't cheat. Okay, are you listening? Okay, how many times was that? That was 4 times, well done. And listening again. Okay, and that time, how many times did it open and close? That was 3 times, thrice, well done. And listening again. Okay, how many times was that? That was 7. Excellent, well done. Let's move on to test your sense of smell. So I have some different spray bottles here, and I'm just going to spritz it onto a piece of paper and pass it under your nose and ask you to identify the smell. I'm just going to give it a little shake first. I don't know if I need to shake these, but I don't think it can do any harm. So let's spray this. I'm going to spritz. 3, 2, 1, spritz. Okay, and now have a smell of that. Breathe in. What does that smell like? Good, it is lavender. Well done. I'm going to grab a different bottle. This is definitely not the same one, it's actually completely different. Let's give it another shake. Definitely has a different smell. Let's try again. 3, 2, 1, spritz. Oh, I missed the paper, but I think you can get it. It's in the air, so I'll just waft it over towards you a little bit. Have a smell of that. Good. Yes, that is the exact smell of this spray. Let's do one more with my third bottle. Okay. And I'm going to spray this. 3, 2, 1, spray. Good. And now have a smell of this. Yes, this one is vanilla. Well done. Okay, now let's move on to another vision test, this time checking your peripheral vision. So I want you to look straight ahead at my nose and count how many times this unicorn appears in your peripheral vision, and just ignore the llama, so only counting the unicorn. Okay, looking at my nose. Okay, how many times was that? Good, that was 4 times. Well done. Looking ahead at my nose once more. Okay, good. How many times was that? Good, that was 6 times, I believe. Well done. I'm just going to make a few notes about the things that we've done so far. Let me just put this to one side while I grab my notebook. So you've done the counting, apples and the umbrellas, unable to the lowest, the unicorn detection. Excellent. So that's the smell tests. Okay, wonderful. Now I will just do a few measurements of your face just to check that everything is where it should be. So I'm going to go over your forehead first of all. Let's check across there. Okay, that's a good size, and like that. Okay, good. Like a 4-head rather than a 5-head or a 3-head. Let's go. The eyes. Okay, and the eyebrows. Okay. The eyebrows are looking a bit more like cousins rather than sisters. And I definitely wouldn't say twins, but I think that's fine. Some kind of familial relation is really all we're looking for. And good, excellent jaw, and a really good strong nose. That's wonderful. Okay, and let's have a look at these ears are tiny. I wonder if they affect the hearing. They don't seem to be so far, but it's definitely something that would be worth checking. And let's see, okay, good. So it seems like everything is where it should be. Normal proportions for a human face. Okay, excellent. Now let's do a few hearing tests. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and tell me if the sound is being made with this latex glove or my bare hand. Okay, so close your eyes. Is this my latex glove or my bare hand? Good, it's my hand. Latex glove. Hand. Latex glove. Latex glove. My bare hand. My bare hand. My latex glove. And both. Very well done. You can open your eyes once more. Let's move on to a sensation test. So I'm either going to touch you with this soft brush end of the brush or the hard plastic end, and I just want you to tell me if it feels soft or hard. Okay, close your eyes. Brush. Good, it's soft. Good. 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 Well done. Good. Very good. Well done. Okay, let's move on to another vision test. This time I have this eye chart here with some various types of frogs. If I could just ask you to read the names of the frogs in this first line here. So here we have the pond frog, good. Here we have the green and black poison dart frog, good. Here we have a kalula, good. And finally we have a northern leopard frog, good. And out of these 4 frogs, which would you say is the cutest frog? Okay, interesting. Now looking at the next line, what is the name of this frog? Good, it is the Argentine horned frog. This one, good, the Panamanian golden frog. This one, good, the Cope's grey tree frog. And finally, yes, the desert rain frog. Good. And now out of these 4 frogs, which would you say is the chubbiest frog? Okay, excellent. Good. I'm just going to take a few notes, but all of that seems fine. Excellent. Frog perception, which is really the whole point of vision, is to be able to perceive frogs. So that seems like that's all working as we would like. It's great to see. Okay. I have a taste test now that we're going to do. I have a few different droppers like this, and they have different flavors. The flavors will either be sweet, savory, sour, or bitter. So I'm going to ask you to just open your mouth and stick out your tongue, and I'm going to put a few drops of this on your tongue. Okay, so open your mouth, and I'm going to drop. Okay, have a taste of that. And how does that taste? Good, that one is sour. Okay, I'm going to have a completely different dropper with a different taste, a different flavour. And I'm going to drop onto your tongue. How does that one taste? That one tastes savoury. Good, that is savoury. And the final one, again, it's a different bottle with a different flavour. I'm going to drop. Okay, how does that one taste? That one is sweet. Good. I wanted to leave you with a sweet taste in your mouth. Now for the next hearing test, I'm going to tap on some different objects. They're either going to be made of wood or plastic, and I want you to tell me if it sounds like I'm tapping on wood or plastic. Okay, so close your eyes. Good. Does this sound like wood or plastic? Good. This one is plastic. This is a plastic tub of metallic foam clay. Keeping your eyes closed, listening for the next one. Does this sound like wood or plastic? Okay, this one is actually wood. This is the wooden stick that I put in your mouth earlier. Keeping your eyes closed, listening to the next one. Does this sound like wood or plastic? Okay, this one is plastic. This is a little rubber duck horse thing. I mean, it's obviously not a rubber duck, it's a rubber horse, but it's meant to be like a rubber duck. You can put it in your bath. Okay, so it's a little plastic horse. Well done. And final thing, keeping your eyes closed. Does this sound like wood or plastic? Okay, this is actually a beer mat from Amsterdam, so it's not really wood or plastic. So I guess it was a trick question, but you did very well. I would say is it more like wood? Because I guess it's card. But it's probably got some plasticky things in it. Okay, anyway, I'll give you that one for free. I'll say that you got that one right. Yeah, able to hear sounds. Great. So now for the next sensation test, I'm either going to touch you with the end of this pen light, which is quite cool to the touch, or I'm going to touch you with my finger, which is fairly warm to the touch, and I want you to tell me if it feels warm or cool. Okay, so keeping your eyes closed. Good. 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 Mhm. 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 Good. Good. Wonderful. Well done. Now we have a vision test. We're going to check your colour perception and also your depth perception. So, what colour is this? Good, it's red. And this one? Good, it's green. And which one is closer to you, the red or the green? The red or the green? Good, the red is closer. Which colour is this? Good, it's orange. And this? Good, it's blue. Which one is closer to you now, the orange or the blue? The orange or the blue? Good, the blue is closer. What colour is this? Good, it's pink. What colour is this? Good, it's yellow. What is closer to you, the pink or the yellow? The pink or the yellow? Good, it's the yellow. What colour is this? Good, it's orange again. What colour is this? It's purple. Which is closer to you, the orange or the purple? Orange or the purple? Good, what colour is this? Good, it's green. What colour is this? Orange. Which is closer to you, the orange, the green or the orange? The green or the orange? Good, the green is closer to you. Well done. Now I'm going to use this tool, this highly professional medical tool, to blow some puffs of air onto your face, and I want you to tell me if you feel it more on the left side, the right side, or in the middle. Okay, so closing your eyes. Good. 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 Okay. Okay. Good. 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 Okay. Good. Good. Okay. 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 Good. 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 Okay. And we're going to move back on to a hearing test, so you can keep your eyes closed, and I want you to tell me when you begin to hear the sound of me tapping on this cup. Okay, just tell me when you hear the sound begin. Good. And again. Good. Now tell me when you can't hear the sound anymore. I'm going to begin tapping. Tell me when you can't hear it anymore. just going to make a few final notes. Although everything seems to be in tip-top shape and condition, all of your cranial nerves seem to be working and firing on all canisters, I would say. So that is excellent news. Okay. So we have all finished up for today. I'm going to send you on your way, and I will see you soon for your next checkup.